Good day, class. Are you well? Okay, now let's start with a quick question. Have you ever heard someone say, the classroom was a zoo? Did you see animals in the room? Exactly. That's an example of figurative language, which means the classroom was loud and chaotic, like a zoo. Today, we're going to learn how to tell literal and figurative language apart. Can you see the screen clearly, class? Okay. Now in these sentences, which one do you think is realistic? And which one paints a more colorful picture? Great observation. The second sentence is figurative because it adds creativity to the description. Now, our objective today, by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to differentiate between literal and figurative language, classify sentences as literal or figurative, and practice creating your own examples. Let's define literal and figurative languages. Literal means exactly what it says. For example, the dog is barking, while figurative uses comparisons or exaggerations, like for example, the dog sang a song of barks. Why do you think we use figurative language? And what makes figurative language special? That's right, figurative language makes writing and speaking more creative and engaging. It makes things more interesting, and it helps us imagine things better. Now, I have prepared here an items for you to answer. I want you to identify which ones are literal and which sentences are figurative. Why? For the first item, which one do you think is literal and figurative? That's right. The first sentence is literal because it's just saying the stars are shining, while the second sentence is figurative because it makes it sound like the stars have faces. How about item number 2? Which one do you think is literal and which one do you think is figurative? That's right. Sentence number 1 is literal, while sentence number 2 is figurative because it's comparing her to something super fast like lightning. For our activity today, I have shared a Google Doc in the chat box. Please click on it. Now, can you see the sentences here? Our task is to classify these sentences into literal or figurative. Let's classify sentence number 1 first. Let's classify it together. The wind is blowing gently. That's right. Sentence number 1 is literal because it's just describing the wind as it is. Now, let's move this sentence into the literal column. How about sentence number 2? The tree is tall. That is right. It is also literal because it's just describing the tree's height as it is. Let's move it to the literal column. Okay, and what about sentence number 3? Is it literal or figurative? That's right. Sentence number 3 is figurative because the tree is being compared to a giant, and it's exaggerating how tall the tree is. Let's move it to the figurative column. Now, let's create our own sentences. I'll give you a word and you'll type one literal and one figurative sentence in the chat box. So, the word is river. I see someone wrote the river is wide. Yes, that is literal. Good job. And the river dances under the moonlight is a great example of figurative sentence. Thank you for that example. Today, we learned that literal language means exactly what it says, while figurative language uses creative comparisons. Figurative language makes our communications more vivid and interesting. So before we end, please answer this quick Google form I have shared in the chat. It asks, what's... okay, let's click on it first. So it asks, what's one new thing you learned today? And how confident are you in identifying literal and figurative language? Thank you for sharing your answers in the Google form. Many of you mentioned learning the difference between literal and figurative language. Literal is factual, while figurative language adds creativity and imagination. That's an important takeaway. I also noticed some of you feel confident identifying examples, while others feel like you need more practice. That's completely fine because skills like this take time to develop. Just remember, figurative language often uses comparisons or exaggerations to create a vivid image, while literal sticks to the facts. Before we end, let's reflect on why today's lesson. Before we end, let's reflect on why today's lesson matters. Knowing when to use literal or figurative language helps us become better communicators. Figurative language, in particular, makes writing and speaking more engaging. It's what brings songs, books, and even conversations to life. So, as you go about your day, try spotting literal and figurative language around you. Think of how they are used and how they make communication more effective. Keep practicing and you'll see how much language can inspire and connect us. As for your assignment, I want you to find one literal and one figurative sentence from a book, a song, or a movie that you enjoy. Share them with me in the Google Doc before our next session. Think about why they're effective and how does literal sentence give clarity and how does the figurative one add creativity. Thank you for being such active participants today. Even though this was a short lesson, I could see how engaged and eager you were to learn. Remember, language is a powerful tool, and understanding how to use both literal and figurative language will help you express yourself better in many ways. I'm excited to see your examples for the assignment, and I can't wait for our next session. Have a great day, everyone, and keep exploring the beauty of words around you.